While I was deployed in Kosovo, my team did a lot of night missions that required us to cover a great deal of ground in a short period of time in order to make our extractions. All of it while remaining undetected by anyone in the areas that we would pass through. We would always seem to see odd things during the night, but nothing like this. During one of our recon missions, we had started by getting dropped off in a remote location to identify where the shipments of mortar rounds and mines were being moved through the area. Our extract was going to be before daybreak, and we needed to make it just over 17 kilometers. The terrain wasn't too overgrown, and we had good intel over the area, and it was either a full moon or close to it. Of course it would be for this story, so unless we encountered somebody, this was going to be an easy night. Our team was normally only 4 men, but we had the opportunity to make this a good training run for some of the new guys, and we took on an extra 3. We still wanted to make sure we played it safe though, so I took rear security and we'll call him L, took the position just in front of me. We both worked great together and could easily manage to cover our team if needed. We moved about 10k through our mission area without finding anything, and had made good time doing it. At this point, we needed to start heading for our extraction point, which was located over a good-sized hill, and then through an area that was near a village, but not too close. We regrouped, did a count of people, ammo and supplies, and moved out. Being rear security, I was the last to move, and just as I was about to take off, I heard a noise in the trees maybe 50 meters off. I turned and saw L looking at the direction as well. He had heard it too. Everyone else was still moving, since the new guys were in the middle, and were not used to looking back every 20 meters to spot your security. We were getting left. Chances were that the noise was nothing more than a deer, but L and I started moving out, using a 2-man bounding technique. We kept hearing a noise, so I told L to reach the team, while I remained in place after our next bound. I found a place with cover, and he bolted after the team. I heard the noise again, and then saw trees move about 15 meters in front of me. Everything stopped. 2 minutes went by with me being very quiet, controlling my breathing and watching my front and sides. Elle and my team were slowly making their way to engage whatever had been following us. They came up on the sides and surrounded the area I signaled to. Once in position, I moved up. Nothing, not footprints, tracks, or any sign that something had been there. Cue the guys giving Elle and I a hard time for getting left alone and scared. Good-hearted fun, of course. We move out again. Again, I am the last to move, with Elle between myself and the next man to the front. This time, no noises when I step away. After about 2k, we come up to an orchard that we need to move through. The light from the moon was really bright and the trees were spaced, so we used them for cover as we stayed near the middle of the orchard. Just before I enter, I hear the noise again. This time, I thought I heard a little girl giggling, not something that my imagination would make up on its own. I was expecting wildlife, if anything. This time, Elle had taken off an additional 20 meters and turned to wait for me. I moved to my location, and he moved out again. I was crouched next to a tree, watching for anything. All of a sudden, the tree I was next to caught my attention. In the knots on the tree, I could see a face that looked like a person. As I squinted and looked more closely, a little girl's face appears, and she turns at me smiling, waving a little hand and giggles, not maliciously, then disappears back into the tree. I am in absolute shock at this point, and there is not a chance in hell that I am going back to my team to report what I just saw. So instead, I bolt and catch up to Elle and keep my mouth shut, recognizing that I likely have lost my mind. I am not going to talk about anything. We hit our extract and leave. 2 weeks go by, and I am told that I am needed to provide security for a team of combat engineers who are going through an area I am familiar with. In the meantime, my team was going to be going through the area we were in 2 weeks ago, where Elle and I got scared, everyone laughing. Again, I never said a word to anyone about what I saw. In my mind, I am quite happy about not going back there. So, I go out with the engineers and help them find a minefield that had been recently laid in an area that kids walk through every day, and they take care of informing the village nearby. While starting to blow the mines in place, I really appreciate the engineers and the work they did out there. I get back and am taken to see my commander and told thanks for the work. Feeling great, I head back to my barracks room, a place I rarely get.